when you're the guy with the nipple story, uh, there are certain expectations around you when a theme of a story slam is blood and guts. I've had no less than 7 people this month ask me if I was going to tell a story tonight. And that conversation always goes something like this. Hey, see what the story slam theme is tonight? Blood and guts. You got a blood and guts story. And then I'm like, yeah, I saw it. I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to tell that story again. And then like, there's an uncomfortable pause and they just kind of are staring at me like I'm a crazy person. And then they say, but like, you have the nipple story. So like, how are you not going to tell the nipple story? Because there's blood and there's guts. And I'm like, no, like I'm more than just a story about a nipple. Everybody already knows that story. Everybody already knows about me impaling myself on my neighbor's fence and rolling over and seeing a blood-soaked shirt spewing from my chest area. Then I went upstairs into the bathroom and took a look at it. And you've all heard how it was my nipple that was split in half by this post on the fence. And it was, I could see inside my nipple, which wasn't great. And there were these gelatinous fat balls kind of seeping out of it. And that was gross. And then, it was cool that like all of a sudden my friends showed up at my house to like watch Harrison while Brandy took me to the hospital. That was cool. And then like I got to the hospital and I was like the first one taken care of, even though there was like a waiting room full of Walking Dead extras. So that was nice. And then they like got me right back there. And then, I've told this story 2 times, 2 different story slams, countless times in backyards, barbecues, parties. Everybody wants to see you're not going to see the nipple. It's not going to happen. But, and I remember very clearly the doctor taking my nipple that was, serrated and squeezing it together so that they could stitch it properly so that I'd only have like a mildly deformed nipple as opposed to like a wholly deformed nipple. Now, keep in mind, at the time, I was very concerned because I thought they might have to take my nipple. And I even said, hey, if you have to take my nipple, I don't need it because I'm a guy. But they didn't need to take it. They just stitched it. And then we left there and it was cool when Brandy took me to go pick up a couple friends and I see all these people that I know standing outside in the street. And I'm like, what are all these fuckers doing out in the street? And then I was like, oh, well, wait, hang on. I know those fuckers. And then we stopped the car and Brandy was like, yeah, it's just 40th surprise birthday party. And I got out and everyone had like come to like hang out with me. And I had a serrated nipple with a bunch of stitches in it. And it was a big party and it was fun. But listen, I'm not just a nipple guy. I've had a lot of gruesome injuries that people do not give enough credit to. When I was a kid, I shattered my left femur playing soccer. Slide tackled the kid from behind, shattered it. Jagged, like up, and then splintered all the way down and out the bottom. It was real bad. And then there was another time short. I was in traction for that 2.5 weeks. Terrible. And then I was in a body cast for 3 months. That was bad. And then right after I got that off, I was riding my bike when I finally got good enough to ride a bike again. And I was riding my bike in the street and I ran into a rear view mirror on a car and I split this index finger right on the nail, split it. And it was bleeding badly. And I had to get stitches where your nail goes. Now you can imagine how uncomfortable that is. Stitches where your nail goes. And then another time, which I don't ever talk about, which people don't give any respect to because I have the damn nipple story. One time, right after I got my braces off, right like the 3rd day, I have a very expensive mouth. And I tackle my friend from behind playing a game of pickup football. His head snaps back, hits my front tooth, this very expensive front tooth, knocks it straight back. But it hung on because it was all malleable from the braces. And it was just kind of back where my molars are, but still connected. I had to have emergency oral surgery for that. So, I mean, I think my point is that, like, I'm not a one-trick pony. Everybody expects me to come in here and just talk about the nipple story. And you know what? It's not just all about the nipple story. I can talk about blood and guts for days. I got lots of disgusting things I can talk about, and I'm tired of being pigeonholed. So next time, don't even ask about the nipple story, because it's not going to happen anymore.